Can you guys hear me now? We're both like checking our phones. Can you hear me? You can't, can you?
There's just a delay.
Can you hear me? Yay, finally! Yay, okay.
Can you?
Uh-oh, uh-oh.
I deserve credit.
Sean fixed it! Yay, finally. Okay, finally, I'm excited. Hi, everyone! Thank you for bearing with me while we figured this out. We fixed it by changing browsers. So we were on Safari and now I'm on Chrome. So hi, everyone. I hope you're having a great Sunday. I'm really excited to be here and hanging out with you guys. Hi, what's up, babe?
It was me. It was all me.
Thank you, Sean, for helping me get on here because I couldn't figure it out. Okay, so let me check in the chat really quick.
Love you.
Love you. Mwah. Okay. Somebody said they can't hear me. Oh, no. Sean, they want you to come back.
What?
Somebody wants you to come back. They're all saying thank you.
Oh. They're welcome.
He says you're welcome. Oh dear, no sound or video in Australia. Oh no, I'm sorry, Sarah. Can mostly everyone hear me though and see me? I just want to check. Oh no, I don't see any comments. Can you guys hear me? You can hear me, right, Sean? Okay, cool. Thank you. Oh, okay, good, 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 good.
You good?
Yep.
You can you?
Bye. Okay, sorry about that. So I'm gonna turn my thing a little bit. I hope you guys are having a great Sunday. I feel like I haven't been on YouTube a whole lot lately. And I just wanted to kind of come here and talk about what's been going on. Nothing serious or anything, but I just wanted to come on here and talk about what's going on. Plus, you guys are probably here for the Lisa Frank unboxing and you hear it. There's like a lot of really fun stuff in there. I'm really excited about it. So if you have any questions, this is kind of going to be like unboxing / Q&A. So if you have any questions, just leave them down in the chat and I'll get to them. And I had a couple questions on Instagram, so I'll address those too. So, okay. So, all right, so I just wanted to kind of talk about where I've been and what's been going on. As you guys know, I'm a teacher and things have just been crazy at school. I mean, I love my job and I'm having so much fun. It's just been like crazy busyness, you know, just doing testing and getting everything organized. The ESL students, or the ENL students, we call it ENL in New York, they had their like test, their big like proficiency test, and that's a few weeks long just to get to do all of the students, and some of it has to be done one-on-one and stuff like that. So I was really, really busy with that for a really long time. And then we had math testing and ELA, and we had a lot of testing going on. So that was taking up a majority of my time. And yeah, so that's pretty much like work has just been really, really busy for me lately. But I also wanted to let you guys know that I haven't been able to do a lot of filming because I was having issues with my camera. And I didn't want to point it out to you guys before I sent it in because I knew once I pointed it out that it would bug you guys. So I had a speck, like a couple specks of either dust or like debris or something like that on my lens. And it was on the interior part of my lens and it was driving me insane. And I knew if I pointed it out to you guys would be like seeing it all the time. And that would probably drive you guys crazy too. So I decided to not really point it out to you, and I sent it into Canon because it's a Canon G7X, and I've had a couple issues with getting it back and getting everything organized, so that's why it took so long. It's been taking a really long time for me to get it back. I still don't have it back, and I'm looking forward to finally having it because I miss it so much. I never realized how much I film until I like don't have my camera to film with, and I actually went garage sailing yesterday, and I have a ton of great stuff to share with you guys, but I couldn't film the garage sailing because I had my camera it's a Canon. So but I'm very excited to share that with you guys really soon, to do more like garage sale with me videos. It was really, really fun to share. I think I shared one with you maybe like a week or two ago, and that was really fun. So I want to share more like that with you guys. Okay, so I'm gonna look at some questions. One of the questions I got on Instagram was about my budget for thrifting and garage selling. And I'll be honest, I don't really have a budget. If I see something, I'm gonna probably get it because, you know, like if it's something that will add value to my classroom or add value to our home, I'm probably just gonna get it. You know, Sean and I don't have any children, so our budget is a little more flexible. I know that once we do have kids, it won't be as flexible, and I'm trying to be more conscious of what I'm buying and what I'm bringing into our home. We also don't want to add a ton of clutter, but I do have like a very like creative mind, and so sometimes I will see something and I'll know there's something I want to do with it, but I just can't quite figure out exactly what it is. So we have a space upstairs, and we actually have an attic. It's unfinished, and that's where a majority of the stuff goes. But slowly but surely it does come down. But right now we don't really have a budget that I have for thrifting. Oops, sorry, I'm looking at the questions. Let's see. Oh my goodness, I'm trying to find another question, sorry. Okay, Tabitha asks, is there a date for the Disney trip? And yes, there is a date for the Disney trip. We're going to be going at the end of August. A lot of people have been telling me how hot it is going to be then, and we're aware. We wish we could have gone like in October or something like that, but because I teach, we really had to go with the New York's like teaching schedule, and so we will be going in like the peak of the heat, but we're still really, really excited to go. We're gonna be going for a whole week, which is so exciting. We're already starting to plan like our reservations and what we're gonna be doing. And I'm so excited, I can't wait. Sean and I just can't wait to go. And if you guys have any suggestions of like great places to go, just let us know in the comments. We're definitely looking into some suggestions. Yeah, so we're really, really excited. We're gonna be going at the end of August. Cassie asked, what did you major in? Okay, so she said, I'm working on becoming an elementary school teacher, and I'm trying to decide if I should major in early childhood education or elementary education. So I have an associate's degree, a bachelor's degree, and a master's degree. I did not go into my college career expecting to be a teacher. I can't even remember what my first major was. I wanted to be an actress, actually, which is interesting because I'm kind of a little like introverted at times, but I wanted to be on TV. I wanted to be famous. And so I kind of thought that I would somehow end up doing something like that. But I had my associates was just general studies, just to get that out of the way. And then my bachelor's is in Spanish, like language and literature. So like all of my courses were conducted in Spanish, and it's interesting because Spanish is like a second language to me. And so when I left my program, I knew like how to talk about like 14th century Spain, but I couldn't talk about like common everyday things because that wasn't the language I had learned. So I think that's kind of funny. So that was my undergrad, and then my master's was in teaching English to speakers of other languages. It's called TESOL, and that's what I do now. And I absolutely love it. It's like the perfect fit for me, and I love it. I love my students. I love my district. So yeah, so I have 3 degrees, and that's what I majored in. So Joyful asks, are any of your students or their parents fans on YouTube? Or do your students even know you are a YouTuber? Yes, they do know I'm a YouTuber. I never told them, but they found out because they're children of technology, so they were able to figure that out pretty quickly. It was funny because the one day I was talking to some of my students, and they're not even like directly my students, they're other students that I like work with in the school. And the one girl comes up to me and she was like, "Hi, Thrifted Living, how are you?" And I was like, "How do you know?" And she told me that she figured it out through a friend or something like that. So I have some kids that are really, really interested in it. One boy in particular asks me like how many subscribers I have all the time, and he asks me about like brand deals and all that kind of stuff, which I think is so cute. So they do know. I don't really think any of the parents know. At least they haven't mentioned it to me, but I would be fine with them knowing. Let's see. 1950s girl at heart. Hard-hitting question. How do you spell your name? In your comments, people are always spelling it 10,000 different ways. So it is spelled Kieren. That is how you spell my name. I'm not picky. Like, people can pretty much call me anything and I'll be fine. I get called Karen. Like, that's usually the way people pronounce it. Or Kiernan. That's also another popular way people pronounce my name. But I'm pretty easy about it. I really don't mind. Thank you. Kelly likes the picture behind me. That is a picture that I got at a thrift store. Sean and I got it at the Salvation Army like years ago. And his name is Octo, or well, Sean calls him Octavio, but I call him Octopus because he's an octopus. And it was funny because we picked it up and then these girls walked past us and they were so like jealous that we had that picture. I think it was $2.99. I think it came from Pottery Barn too originally, so we love that picture. And our friend Peter mounted it on the wall, which we love it out here. I love our little breezeway section, but I do want to take the breezeway and turn it into a dining room and like actually make it in a room in our house with like actual walls. So that might be a project that's happening at some point. Probably not for a while though, because we are going to Disney this summer. And then Sarah asked about a limit for garage sales and thrifting. Let's see. Lisa, the big news from the other day is that we are going to Disney. Nicole asks, how is Finley doing? He is doing so good. We love him to pieces. He has really like come out of his shell since we got him. And he's so cuddly. Like, I think he's just, I mean, obviously because I'm his mom, I'll think he's the cutest, but I absolutely love him. And he's just such a good dog. And we are realizing that he does have some issues. It's not bad, but he does have some toy aggression. He has like no food aggression, but he does have some toy aggression. So that's something we're dealing with right now. But it's interesting because he didn't when he first came here, and now it's like it wasn't even like it just developed over time. It just was like not there and then there all of a sudden. So we're working on that with him. Let's see. What is after school? Sarah asked. After school, I actually created an after school program probably, I think this is my second year doing it at a center in my community, and I've been doing that for about 2 years now. It's really, really fun. And recently I've gotten really into like tutoring specific students, so that's kind of like where the focus is going with it. Because before it was like educational, but it was more kind of like fun educational stuff. But now I'm kind of like focusing it in on like more specific tutoring. So that's kind of where that's going right now. Hold on just a second. Gotta open the chat. Window Wendy, that's hard for me to say, asked, what is your favorite garage sale find ever? I actually found a book of my grandmother's. She taught preschool forever, and I found one of her books at a garage sale with her name and her room number in it, which I thought was really cool. So I have that in my classroom now, but it was just cool to see like how her like the way she reached into the community and the way that she like affected so many people. So I think that's kind of cool, and that was one of my favorite finds. So yeah, so if anybody has any other questions, just leave them in the chat. I'm going to do the unboxing now, which I'm so excited to do. So I'm going to put the phone down. Sorry if I don't answer questions right away. So we went to a community-wide garage sale yesterday, and we hadn't been to this one before. It was actually in a town right next to where Sean and I grew up. Well, I grew up for a while, and we were so excited to get to go, and it was nice. We were able to find some different stuff, just stuff we hadn't found like at other sales. And so I was able to find this Lisa Frank box, which I'm so excited about. So look at this, guys. Isn't this amazing? I love it. And on the back, it's like full of stuff. So like, I don't want to like shake it too much, but on the back it says, Rory, that's the polar bear. Rory is a polar bear who lives in the glittering deep freeze of the icy North Atlantic, along with his favorite puffin pals. Although it is frigid most of the year, the weather warms up just enough each spring to break apart the massive sea of ice, creating a floating, frozen fantasy. Rory loves to frolic among the puffins on the floating pieces of the chilly polar bear playground. They keep the icy chill away with the happy warmth of endless fun and glow of Frost-free friendship. Wow, that's a lot. And then on the back it says the fantastic world of Lisa Frank. I love this. If you're a child of the 90s, like a girl in the 90s or a boy, you probably remember Lisa Frank. I just always was obsessed with the colors and like the design, and she's just the best. Something fell off of it. I don't know what it was, but she's just the best. And she's recently had like a reboot of like design and stuff like that. So I'm super excited about this. So it's full of stuff. So let's just open it up and see what is inside. And I'll check the chat really quick. Let's see. Oh, thank you, La Quinta or La Quita. Thank you. Okay. Gotta open it up. All right, there we go. So, ooh, it has so much inside of it. So I don't want to like make it all fall out, but it's like full with stuff. So the first thing, it looks like this was like a whole set that you could get like all about like the polar bear. It's like a stationery set or something. So the first thing is this little polar bear postcard. It's super cute. On the top it says, oh, it's the same thing that's on the back. It says Rory's a polar bear. He lives in the Antarctic, blah, 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 blah. So that's that. So cute. I love it. And I'm pretty sure this is 90s Lisa Frank, but I didn't see a copyright date on there. So I'm kind of bummed because I wanted to like verify that. The next thing I found in there is this cute, tiny little notepad, and it is so sweet. I just love it. I'm not going to open it up because it does have somebody's like writing inside of it, and actually has like a phone number and an address in there, so I'm not going to open that up, but I just think it's really fun to see that it was used, and it's just like so little, like it's so cute and so little. I love Lisa Frank. Okay, the next thing, oh, it has like little cards. Oh my gosh, guys, the hummingbird. Do you remember? Oh my gosh. I love this. I can't tell if it's old or new. I think it's old. And then nothing on the inside. But you could like write little cards to your friends. How cute. I love it. Just love those bright colors. And then another hummingbird card. And a Dalmatian, question mark, maybe, with a bandana. Oh my gosh, this is the best. I love it. He looks kind of mad though. It's so cute. Oh, Emily said the vintage Lisa Frank has capital first letters, so yours is 90s. Yay, that's exciting. Yay. Now I know for sure. And then these are, I'm not sure what these are. Envelopes, or maybe it's like a postcard. Oh my gosh, look how cute that is. They're the polar bears and the puffins. And then you can write in it. And then on the back it has the address stuff. Oh my gosh, little northern lights. How cute is this? Love it. So there are, I think, 3 of these. Yep. Ooh. Oh no, something broke. Oh wait, let me fix it before I show you guys. Let's see if I can fix it. Okay. So the next thing, I'll save my favorite thing for the end. Here's a music note. Maybe it goes like on top of your pen or something. I'm not quite sure. And then, how cute. It's a little dog eraser. It's a rainbow eraser. I love it. Aw, how cute. Oh, there, okay, so there's a music note and it's on top of a paper clip. Oh my gosh. And is that like a koala? He's on an ice cream cone. Oh my gosh. Look at him. He's so cute. Okay. A unicorn. Aw. And a bear with sunglasses. I love it. It's the best. This is like my favorite thing ever. I don't know. I love like these unboxing things. I think they're so much fun. Then we have 2 tiny, tiny little erasers, a polar bear and a penguin. How cute are they? Oh my gosh, I loved these when I was little. They're like stencils, like ruler stencils. I was obsessed with these. This would keep me from doing my work in school. I would just be doodling. So there are 4 more things in here to share with you, but I'm just going to check the chat really quick. If there are any questions you want to ask, make sure you leave them there. And after I'm done sharing the unboxing with you, I'll answer a couple more questions. Let's see. Cat Crazy Creations asked, do you have any tips on garage sales? I think the one tip I thought of yesterday was to bring hand sanitizer. And I think I've seen that in other videos, but like, make sure you bring hand sanitizer because it can be kind of gross. And I wish I had some yesterday because it got a little gross yesterday. Lakita asks, how many children do you want to have? Not really sure. Not really sure. You should ask Sean that question. Yeah, 90s is considered nostalgic, not like super vintage. Okay, let me show you the rest of the stuff. So then we have 2 pencils. You can tell they haven't been used. They have no point on them, and the erasers are amazing. So cute. I love it. And then, okay, these last 2 things I'm really excited about because I think they were before their time. So let me share them with you. So look at this, guys. It is Lisa Frank tape, like washi tape, right? Is it still sticky? Kind of, not really. It's only sort of sticky, but this one has penguins on it. Look at how cute. And then look at this on the back. I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see it. Isn't that so fun? I love how it has that little like engraving on it. I love that, so fun. And then the last thing is like another thing of, it's another thing of tape, and it's rabbit ballerinas. I can get it close enough for you guys to see. I love this. So much fun. So that is it. It is empty now. That is everything inside of the Lisa Frank box. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Let me know in the comments if you want to see more videos like that, and I'll try to see if I can find more stuff like that. That is going to be going to somebody. I probably shouldn't have shared it on here, but I knew you guys would enjoy seeing that. So let me know in the comments if you want to see more videos like that. And let me check the chat really quickly. Thank you. Yes, hand sanitizer is definitely a must. 1950s Girl at Heart asks, what YouTube channels have you been watching lately? I have been watching so many different YouTube channels. I feel like I only watch YouTube. I don't watch TV that much anymore. And it's like the old classics for me. I love Rachel from Sweet and Simple Home. I love Erin from Gentle Thrifty Mama. I love Patricia from Living Even Keeled. I love Hillary, My So-Called Home. Who else? She's in Her Apron. I love her. She's so funny. Trying to think of who else I've been watching lately. I have a bunch, and I'm drawing a blank right now, but there are so many, like, and I just love like the community that is YouTube, and how like I feel like I've had so many new friendships from YouTube, and I've met so many people from like all over the world. Oh, I'm also loving Sarah's Day. I don't know if you guys, she's not like the same content as me. She does like fitness and stuff like that. She's from Australia, and I love her channel. I get really excited when I see that she's posted a video. She gives me lots of inspiration, like motivation to like work out and stuff like that. So I'm really, really into her channel too right now. Let's see. Any tips on those wanting to start their own channel? I love TeacherTube, and you want to start your own channel. Yeah, I think that YouTube is great. I've had a blast on YouTube, and I never thought I would be a YouTuber. Like when I first, started doing this, I thought it was just gonna be like, casual fun, and it still is really fun. And I would say like to start your YouTube channel, what would be my tip? Give yourself patience, be patient with yourself. Don't try to do everything at once. I'm like, start small, like start filming on like your phone or your iPad or something. I wouldn't jump right in with like buying a camera or something like that. Make sure you know you want to do it before you invest in like the technology and stuff like that, and the equipment. But totally go for it. It's so much fun. And I know who else I'm loving right now. Pocket Full of Primary as a teaching channel. And who else? The Lettered Classroom. I love Bridget. And those are two like teacher channels I'm really, really loving right now. Let's see. While majoring, Denise asks, while majoring in Spanish, did you ever consider any other job other than teaching? I'm currently a Spanish major looking for some other job opportunities while working for my teaching credential. I definitely did. Like, I definitely thought about doing like translation. I knew I wouldn't be like fluent enough to be a translator, but something like that. I definitely thought about working in like nonprofits and things like that, different like community organizations. I actually had several interviews for jobs in the city, in New York City, working with like, the one was for a New Americans Welcome Center. I had a couple interviews for that and it didn't end up panning out. Also working in like after school programs. I directed, before I went to grad school, I directed an after school program like for money. Like the one I do now is just volunteer and I just do it for fun and for help and to help the kids. But I thought about maybe going to something like that. I really like the after school environment. I like working with kids in their communities, seeing where they live and talking with them on their front steps. I think that's really, really important for kids. So I thought about doing something like that as well. Let's see. Oops. Lisa says that she loves how I put my stuff together for everyday use. Thank you. Do I have any design experience? No, I just look at Pinterest all the time. That is my design experience, just looking at Pinterest and seeing what people are doing. And I also love getting inspiration from other people. So YouTube is a great place to be inspired by others. So that is definitely where I get a lot of my inspiration. We are going to Disney at the end of the summer. Sally asked when we're going. Helen asked if I'll be posting more classroom videos. I hope so. I really want to get in my classroom and do a lot of organizing. It looks okay right now. It definitely went through a lot of changes this year because I have so many students in one group, and I know I talk about that a lot, but I have a really large group at one point during my day, so I had to really adjust my classroom to fit that amount of students in there. But I definitely want to go through and do a lot of work in my classroom this summer. And I also want to do a lot of planning for next year. So I'm hoping I can have a decent amount of time in my classroom this summer. And of course, I'll share some videos with you guys of that. I actually have thought about Brandy BC asks if I would ever have my grandmother on my channel. I have actually thought about doing that and maybe doing, you can come, and maybe doing a video about like her inspiration for me and like teaching tips from my grandmother. I've definitely thought about doing that. And I also have a whole collection of her classroom educational books, and I've definitely been thinking about sharing those with you guys because it has like little notes from her and just like all these really sweet things that I absolutely love. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna be doing some videos about that. Hi, Finley, come here. Come here. Come over here. Finley came out, come here. Oh, here's Finley. Oh my goodness. Look at this puppy, he's so cute. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Hi. Are you gonna start barking at something though? Can you say hi to everybody? Finley, look at the camera. There he is. Isn't he so cute, guys? I just love him. I just love him. He's going to get groomed soon. He's kind of fluffy looking. Let's see. What inspired you to become a teacher? Since that wasn't your first option. You want to come out, Sean?
I'll bring him back in.
Oh, Finley's
Finley, come on. Come on.
He says no.
And you have to put him down first.
I don't want to. He's so cute. Okay, fine. Bye, Finn. Bye.
Come on.
Go get a treat. Sorry, guys. So somebody asked, Denise asked what inspired me to be a teacher since that wasn't my first option when I was in school. It kind of just like happened. I've always liked working with kids, and I ended up, what was it that I did? There was like a specific moment. Oh, I remember. I always danced at this thing called morning program at my school when we lived in this different town, and we would dance for St. Patrick's Day. And I went there to dance for St. Patrick's Day one year, and I saw all the kids sitting there, and I saw, you know, the teachers and everything. And it just like hit me all of a sudden. I was like, I want to be a teacher. I don't know what kind of teacher, but I want to be a teacher. And I remember calling my dad and I was like, I think I want to be a teacher. And so that was the moment for me when I decided that. And so I thought Spanish, like teaching Spanish would be like a good fit for me. But then the more I got into the program and the more I just like really thought about it, I just didn't really feel like it was the right fit for me. And then I learned about ESL. I've always known about it, but I learned about it, like I looked into it more in detail and I was like, yeah, this is exactly what I want to do. I love the whole experience of meeting a student that doesn't speak English and is new to the country, you know, and really being able to comfort them and be the one that like really helps them access, you know, the school and gets them through the day. Like I like that feeling of like being more than just a teacher for them. And it's not like you're just a teacher, but it's more like a family that you develop. I know that like I become so close with my parents and the kids because, you know, they have a lot of questions. And so I really enjoy that like close-knit environment that we have. So ESL is definitely, it's my thing. Like, it's like I was made to be an ESL teacher and I just absolutely love it. It's the best. When thrifting and going to garage sales, what are your favorite items to look for? Chris K asked. I love to look for 90s and 80s nostalgic items. That's like one of my favorite things to find. But I really love looking for home decor. I love looking for organizational items. You guys know that sometimes I buy the organizational item before I have a way to use it. And I actually have like, you guys are gonna think I'm crazy when I share this haul with you the next time, but I have 12 of something, like an organizational item that I found at a garage sale yesterday. And we drove past it and I literally made Sean drive back to it, like, because I needed to check it out, and I picked up 12 of them. So I love finding organizational items. I love finding educational items. I actually just found posting on Craigslist for a set of big books, and like, I am so excited. I've been talking with the person who's selling it, and I'm going to be picking them up soon. I cannot wait. I'm so excited. So really, like, nostalgic things are definitely really important to me, and I love finding those. But you know, design items, different things for home decor, organization is like one of my favorites though. Let's see. Jenny asked if I would consider making a video about my nostalgic finds. Definitely. That's something I want to do soon. I definitely would like to share those with you because like they're really important to me. And like there's some of them are so obscure and it's just things that like my sisters and I would know and care about. But like I really love finding that stuff. I never thought I would be like a toy collector, but I kind of am. Like it's not, I don't have a ton. If Sean didn't tell me to not get it, I would like probably buy all of the nostalgic things because like, I don't know, it just brings me back. And I love finding nostalgic items and giving them to people. That's like one of my favorite things to do. I love like finding something that like my friend Sam and I, you know, shared when we were little, or my sisters and I shared, or my cousins, and like just being like, hey, remember this? Now this is yours. And they probably are like, stop giving me these old toys, but I can't. I have to get it for them. Thank you, Miss Dean. Hi, Kathleen. Oh, thank you, Shelley. My sister and my mom were just in Ireland. My sister graduated from a college in Ireland, and they were just there like a month ago, maybe. It was around Easter, so maybe 2 months ago now. Oh, thank you, Angie. What is an item I dream of finding secondhand? That's hard. there was one item that I did find. It was this game called Polar Dare, and it was a game that I loved. My sisters and I loved when we were little. And Sean and I were at the Salvation Army one day, and I always go to this one Salvation Army to look at the games for that game. And I said to myself, like right before I walked over there, I was like, wouldn't it be weird if I found it? And then I found it. So that was one item. I'm trying to think. I don't know. I mean, there are so many things. Like I love everything. I just find so much like value in all of these secondhand things. They're like treasures to me. I don't know. It's like I'm treasure hunting, and I get so excited. But yeah, I couldn't really like pinpoint one thing. Tara asks, how has your thrifting philosophy evolved over the years? For example, I used to overbuy, getting caught up in the thrill of a deal. These days, I am much pickier. Has it been the same for you? It has definitely evolved. Like, I think that's a very good explanation. I was just thinking about it. I love finding, I used to love melt glass, like, and I still do. I appreciate it, but I won't pick all of it up anymore. Today on Instagram, I posted a picture of a hobnail butter dish, and oh my gosh, it was beautiful, but like I'm not into it as much. Like I am, but I'm not like super into like collecting it and stuff like that. I used to be crazy about it. But I think that like has to do with like fads and stuff like that too. You know, like it's still popular, but it's not as popular as it once was. So I don't necessarily follow the trends, but I'm definitely affected by them. So yeah, and then like I'll have different DIY project ideas, and I'll buy like a ton of like that one item to do this project with, but then like later on I won't do all of the project. I won't like make all of this one thing with the items I've found, and then I'll see something similar later on and I'll say, oh, I liked that at one point, but now I'm like not getting it as much. So I don't know. I don't know if that made any sense to you guys, but it definitely has changed. I know Lisa Frank is amazing. Helen asks, do you ever look for books for yourself and not just for your students? You can ask my sisters and my mom. I am not an avid reader. I've never really enjoyed reading. It's like not good. But I teach a love of reading to my students. When I was little, I had a really hard time like focusing on it. So like children's books actually were the type of books that I always really enjoyed because they were short and they were beautifully illustrated, and they could keep my attention. But my mom and my sisters can just like devour books, and I can't. I'm not even sure the last time I read the last book I read. Like, and I'm just being completely honest with you guys because I know a lot of my friends here on YouTube are avid readers, but it's always been a struggle for me. I can read and I can decode, and I understand the words and everything. It's just I've never really done it out for enjoyment. So I actually don't get books for myself, if I'm completely honest. Okay, so I think that I have covered all the questions. I want to say thank you guys so much for attending this live video, and I hope you enjoyed the unboxing. Let me know in the comments if this is something you would like to see more of, and continue to give me your suggestions for videos. I have a huge, like 3 or 4 pages of like ideas and for content that I want to do this summer when I'm off of school and I have more time. So leave your ideas for content and for videos below, and I definitely look at them. I definitely take them into consideration. And yeah, so I hope you guys have a great Sunday, and I hope you all have a great week, and I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that my camera will be back from Canon within the week so I can get back into my normal filming schedule starting like this weekend. So I hope you have a great week, and I will talk to you guys very soon. Bye!